it's not good to judge the parents. No, you can give your mother in the head, give her a kiss and tell her thank you. That's all. Just thank you. Just thank you. Namaste. Thank you, mother.
Yeah.
That's all. Not othering, not uh, watch her as a spiritual, watch her as a human being, and think what she is been through to get through she's point of view. You see? So it's not good to judge the parents. Respect the parents. It's in the Bible. You respect even if the mother she was a hooker, yes? If the mother she is a hooker and the father is I don't know what, alcoholic, um, nothing, you give them respect. You will give them respect with all your heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so
There it is.
when you do this,
My camera cut off.
you don't have a problem
There it
anymore.
is.
And you send a good vibration to your mother. And you show God that you forgive. You forgive too. The creation forgive too when you forgive.
Yes.
You send a good vibration to them. No idea. You see? You see what I mean? Because everything is energy. I don't want to send my parents bad energy. Even if they give me only 1 second of good, I watch this
That's true.
lonely. I watch this lonely second that they give me good, and I grew up this moment. I grew up as 100%. I don't want let my parents see that they make me something not good. I don't want to let them feel this.
I know. I'm guilty for that. Making her feel guilty of something probably she couldn't have done differently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's hero to say, mother, I'm sorry if I was thinking or to or hurt you or I'm so sorry. I love you. I love you. You know, it's so powerful. Phew, so powerful. And you send her free, you send yourself free.
Oh, you're powerful. You're powerful.
Thank you.
Sometimes those things are a little bit easier said than done occasionally, though, Judith. It's harder sometimes to forgive.
Yeah, you see, this is the concept. This is concept. It's grow up. As long as the person keep this inside, it's grow up. It's grow up. It's grow up. We must clean ourselves and to be like a bird, easy to fly. We don't need all this, carrying all this with us. We don't need it's give us nothing to the future. Nothing. So why don't send this free and become like a river, like water, mother. We don't have this luxury to keep this inside us. We don't. Not useful. It's dying. Choose to get to be dying. Yes. This is this is the word is good in it. That we need to send all these things, look to the past, say thank you, give a big hug to the past, namaste, and life, life.
You're so wise, Judith. Mind you, I think Dojo's really wise as well.
It's nice to meet Judith. Is this how you pronounce your name?
Sorry, and you're lovely too. You're lovely too, Joe.
Yes,
Jamaican Titan.
yes.
That's me. Right now. I'm
He's
streaming. I thought you were still live. I thought y'all were still live, so I'm streaming on my channel and Facebook at the same time right now.
right.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's the noisy one.
We gotta bring noise, man. The truth never sleeps, and it's never. The truth has been silent for too long. You agree?
Yeah, even the first time we started talking to you when you were with the trolley in the supermarket. Ah. Oh, I love you, Joe. Don't worry, I'm only pulling your leg.
Oh, I love y'all back,
Hey,
man. Hold on, let me cut out my display real quick. I gotta do some modifications. I gotta bring up my chat so I can see what's going on in
He's
the
a
chat.
very sweet man, Judith. He's been promoting the group as well.
Yeah, of course.
Subscribe. I subscribe
We're in
your
the trolley
channel
in the
today.
supermarket.
Yes,
Ah.
absolutely.
Oh, I love you, Joe. Don't worry, I'm only pulling
That's
your
what's
leg.
up. Let me go ahead and do a roll call real quick. I love y'all back,
Hey,
man. Hold on, let me cut
go
out
on
my
then.
display real quick. Yeah, let me go ahead and do a roll
Joe.
call real quick. So on the in the YouTube chat, I have Lisa White. I see you, Rod Jones. In my Facebook watchers, I have Javier Luis Villa. Welcome to Science Academy, all of y'all. I got Dwayne Harbuck and a Jason Disbury. Roll call. Everybody's present. And pretty soon, some more people will be coming in here. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Well, go ahead. Go ahead. I actually like this. Go ahead. I yield the floor.
Oh, you're talking to us, are you? You're talking to us, are you?
Yeah. I yield back.
I was just going to say, well, I'm really pleased that I've been in. Well, I love you, by the way, but I'm really glad that we've come across Dojo. Yeah, it's perfect. I'm into the.
I
I'm
told
into
you,
the.
we comment on each other's Facebooks all the time. I mean, he's an awesome guy. He like brings so much stuff, and I'm always drawn to his information. I'm drawn to his dojo. I can't even do it, but I like how he do
Dojo.
it though. Yeah, he be like dojo. I can't. You see what I'm
It's his
saying?
dojo.
He's unique. I can't even duplicate what he do. So yeah, dojo.
That's
I
cool.
don't know. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I find I don't know when I'm researching, I like listening to sword fights. It's pleasant to hear a sword fight. So I listen to like certain sword fights from certain like movies. Like I like the one on I think it was Troy when Brad Pitt was going against the king, Troy. I mean, so certain sword fight. I just type in sword fights
Yeah,
or
he was going
famous
against
sword fights.
Hector. I think he was going against
Then Hector,
Hector.
yeah, yeah, sword.
So, Dojo,
Oh, is that it then? You finished? I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say a bit more.
you don't need to go to your mother. You can speak to her soul, you see, because we are soul. So if you want to give her a hug and tell her that you're sorry and you love her and you wish for her the best life, you see, you don't need to go to Dallas. You can bring her soul every everybody that you want to speak with them, you can bring the soul to your face and speak with them and send all this free. And so, yeah, accept everything as it is. And if you um, let me use the word like fucked up something, yeah, you fix it. You
Right.
fix it and you continue.
Right. I think she feels that she let me down, or like I mentioned, she had me when she was 15, and so it's like I was like a best friend for her when I was a kid, because she was such a kid herself, and I'm 40, and so for her to have me when she was 15, it was way back. I was born in the 70s, and now today, due to me having my own wife and my family, I I I, I strongly feel she feels she's let me down, or she wasn't a part
Hey, son, come here.
of me, me becoming a strong father for my family, and which she was, but as in the experience, not as in and there's knowledge and experience, but she was a child herself, so I don't know how to get it through to her, to let her know that she didn't do bad or wrong, because she can't be held accountable for being a child, having a child, and I just can't get through to her that. So I think she just feels like my accomplishment, me feeling happy, makes her feel discouraged. For some apparent reason, every time I smile, my mom frowns, and it just breaks my heart. But it's always been that way, and I think that's why it's healthy that our distance is what it is, because she doesn't like to see me happy, but I don't think that it's in a bad way. I think it's she feels like she's not a part of my happiness, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but the best way I can conform it. And so it's not, there's no way around it really. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, she's fine. She's okay. She's a dietitian, so she knows the rules and regulations of being healthy and things like that. But I just don't understand how come me being happy makes her discouraged. I don't understand it.
yeah. Don't take it so emotionally because when you know that you are a soul, so when you have a children, you know they are not belong to you. You just here to show them the way to go. They are not belong to you. You help them to grow up, and you show them the way to go to their way. So when you understand this, you don't have feeling that feeling. You see, it's gone, gone. It's not keep you anymore. Not there. You understand? So no, you don't have this emotion anymore. You don't need this because you know you realize that you are an independent soul. Everybody.
You're
That's why we feel alone, but we are together alone. We're here together alone. Everybody is alone, but right now we are together with our loneliness, alone, alone.
hey, you're. I'm trying to pronounce your name right. Yudi, Yudi. Did I say it
Yes,
right?
yes, you did.
Okay, Yudi. Man, I must say your whole area atmosphere over there looks quite confident. It reminds me of that Tom Cruise movie, The Last Samurai, doesn't
It,
it? It, it,
it's
it reminds me of The Last Samurai when they took in the enemy. They basically took in the enemy, and then he came to know his enemy and found and realized that they wasn't the enemy. That that his own enemy was basically himself and his team, his American army that he was fighting alongside or. But anyways, that her whole background looks comforting, like being in one of those dojo houses. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yes, indeed. Yes, that's what I thought. Yes, the
Yeah, dojo
tangerine,
house.
Oh,
yeah, the tangerine atmosphere. That's when oh, it's breathtaking. It is. It
It is. I
definitely is.
like looking at art. This is that's art, because when you see them, they got the silhouette walls and stuff, and then they got the candles and the lanterns burning all around it, like they just ready for ninja training all the time or something. It just looks very relaxing. I've always been a type of, you know, Oriental type background. I like what, you know, it fascinates me more than my own history, more than American history, I should say. But go ahead. That's all I want to say.
Yeah. So yeah. So you actually alone. Actually, you are alone always. Nobody is there actually because this is your movie, and you can change this movie every minute. Why be stuck in 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 sorrow and in emotion like this, and it's not help to create a new beginning. So yeah, yeah.
I don't
All,
mean to be a party pooper. Listen, I'm really, really loved today, but I think I've just got to go. I'm really tired. I'm going to leave you all talking. Dojo, thank you so much. Mwah. And see you soon. I'll ask.
Same to
Well,
you.
I think I've got your email address now.
Mhm.
And yeah, Jamaican.
Yes, ma'am.
Mwah. And you did. Mwah. I've got to go. I'm
love
just.
you, Karen.
Appreciate it.
I'm
That's
going to leave you
all.
talking. Big hugs. Love you lots.
Thank you, Karen.
That's cool.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you for the invite, Sun and Moon.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
And,
you.
and good luck on y'all experiments y'all doing out there. Much respect.
Thanks, darling.
You're
Well, anyway, I was
welcome.
on your hangout this afternoon. I'll be on another one.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Thank you, thank you. I've got to go. All right, I'm just beginning to feel really tired. So sorry. Anyway, bye, darlings.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah, she's a
Yes.
real. She's real nice. When all the scientists she have on her shows like LPV artists. Ooh, am I missing
Yes.
somebody? Matt. Allen. I mean, if people want to be like the Slater have any scientists, absolutely. We got 20 of them. Come to Sun and Moon Group. Subscribe to her channel. You'll get to meet each and every last one of them.
Yes.
you know,
Incredible. Yes, incredible.
it's like such an awesome build. That's why I'm glad to be a part of it.
Oh, my studio. You speak about my studio.
You say, oh yeah, the studio. Yeah, I like it reminds me of a dojo house that like you were seeing a lot of those kung fu movies or like the the last samurai with Sun and Moon. I mean, sorry, with Tom Cruise.
Oh,
The last
yeah.
samurai when he was at the end when the enemy basically spared his life, and then they brought him there and showed him how to fight for real, how to fight without guns, without the gun technology, how to basically fight melee style, and through the whole movie, even through all the violence, it just seemed like relaxing because he found himself. He
That's
being
right.
around being around the enemy. Sometimes being around the enemy, you find yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So it's incredible power. It's
Huh?
incredible power. It's incredible power.
Absolutely. And Dojo here was saying something about earlier. It was something about some power you possess when you unlock it. It's like, what was it? He said it messes the power, the energy to take from your brain or something. I can't remember. We built on so much earlier on my earlier show. I can't remember what exactly what it went over.
Yes, energy. Everything is energy. Yes. So we must use the good energy always. And what is and if there is people or I don't know something, it's not a good vibration. Move this from your life. You don't need this. It's not help you. So move it. Then it's free. If it's
Hmm.
not serve you, why keep it? Yeah. So Tujo, are we good now?
Yes, I'm really
Great,
good.
great, great. It's it's you must feel easy now. Um, feel like you can fly now. Yeah.
So let
Yeah.
me ask you, you did how long you been a truth seeker?
A, a what?
A truth seeker into the flat Earth movement?
Um, I knew all my life that we are not living in the ball. I knew it all my life, and
Oh, really?
the
You
Bible.
said your whole life?
Yeah, in the Bible, in Hebrew, it's very clear and very simple. Very simple. It's
I agree. I just don't know why people make it so complicated when a lot of things
that's
are just
right.
literally written out in the Bible.
That's
Right.
that's right.
Mm.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's right. It's so simple. Everything so simple. Why make this so difficult? Why? Why suffering? Why choose suffering? Yeah.
I agree. I agree. What is it tonight?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I tell you
Okay.
what I'm going to do. It's 3:30 now in the morning. And I take my new coffee and I'm going out to picture the stars.
Hey, where you going?
I have my channel YouTube. You can see many
Give me that
videos,
blue magnet off the refrigerator.
stars and moon,
Yeah.
sunrise, sunset.
Wow.
Yes, if you like
Oh
to
shit, you didn't
see
even
the
cut it
stars,
on.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful wave.
You gotta wait. I thought it was cut on already.
You see the star. And you see the creation. It's so simple. So simple. Yeah. Nature tell you all his secret if you watch and listen. Yeah. So I love you very much.
Same
Thank
to
you.
you, Eva. Same to you. And
Namaste. Have a great,
I'll be right
beautiful
back.
life.
I'm gonna
And I
let me
see
know,
you
okay?
next time,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah, it's still coming.
indeed, I will be searching for you.
Oh, did, did you? You
Did,
have also
did,
channel?
yeah.
Well, yes, but I'm ashamed to lead you to
Oh,
that channel. I'm gonna have a new channel, and I would prefer
good.
to have you I would prefer for you to sub there. The
Oh,
content on the content on this channel is more. I don't know. I guess it's just
you are good in it.
immature. I
You
was
are,
so immature. I guess I still am. I can't change overnight, but I can honestly say that I'm aware of my immaturity now, and that's what makes me ashamed to tell you that this is my channel here. The dojo time is dojo time, and yes, ma'am, this is my channel.
See, he says it without even trying. Like dojo, dojo. I can't
uh,
do it. I can't do it no matter how hard I try. Dojo, dojo. But now what I was about to say, but I say even when you do pro free even when you do create another channel, um I definitely would keep the current one you have open. Now it just you know what I'm saying? Just for one where you a channel where you can just vent out raw and
yeah,
uncut, and then have the other one to reach the children or whatever, you
Yes,
know.
I am. That's my anticipation. I mean, there's some content on there that Phoenix doesn't want to see gone. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep it an open panel, discussion
good,
on this
good,
account.
beautiful, beautiful.
It's awesome, and I have two channels here. You
Yeah, I
know,
know, I know. I subscribed your channel today. Yeah,
did you tune in this morning? Well, I forgot
yeah,
when we go on this morning to this afternoon.
yes.
Well, thank you. And even
No, thank
when I'm
you.
even after my 90 days and stuff, I'm still gonna be streaming on the Jamaican Titan platform as well.
Mm,
I'm gonna be streaming on both of them.
it's beautiful. I love to listen to the hangout like this. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's real
Yeah,
peaceful. It's calm. It's laid back. You know,
yeah,
it's all based around science. You know,
yes,
I see Nikki out in the chat. Welcome to Science Academy. There you go. I just threw you a tool.
yeah. So, namaste, guys. Big hug.
Namaste,
I,
Edith.
I see you.
I see you too.
Shalom,
Absolutely.
shalom,
Sh-
everybody.
Shalom. Until next
Shalom.
time. Maybe another
Yeah,
week or so for me.
yeah. Great.
Okay, bye, Edith.
Bye,
Bye.
Judith. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty. See, I've seen her picture or whatever. This is the first time I actually seen her camera on. So when I was like, "It's nice to meet you," Judith, and I was like, "Oh man!" When she cut her camera off and her picture popped up, I was like, "Oh man, I met her a couple of times." Cause she usually always on the Sun and Moon show when I stopped by. But didn't I tell you though her show is awesome, man? It gives you that. It gives you that
Yeah, you
that
did. No exaggeration.
whoosah.
You surely did.
Yeah, it gives you that whoosah feeling. You know.
Mhm. It's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, that's what made me like inspired to keep the content on my channel the same way because she has so many moderators and a lot of them have children that watch the show. So I was like, oh, you know what? I was like, you know what? If all the moderators and including her can watch a language, so can I. You know, here you go. You're welcome.
It's like you get around certain people, and you don't even have to try to watch your language. It's just you don't. You know what I mean?
Like that
It's
frequency
just
to be in
natural.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Mhm.
it happens. It's natural. She's inspired me to do the same with with my new platform. I mean, without even trying. I don't want to force anything.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But it appeared that all day today has been a day of just willfully. You know what I mean? It's been a cool day. It's been a real good day for me.
But that's good, man. I'm glad that that's why I be trying to that's why I be trying to link up with you, like how you and Phoenix link up tightly and stuff. I be trying to link up with you constantly because I know you be having a lot going on, you know. Um, like as far as being a family guy, but shoot, I know you be having a lot going on as well, you know,
Yeah,
as
I also
far
have
as building.
a lot of time to myself. I mean, I think that's another reason why I felt Judith's frequency so well is because I do spend a lot of time alone. You know, in the manner of it's a necessity. It's a necessity to love to be alone. It can help you in certain situations as well. And so when she
Yeah,
was elaborating on that, I was really understanding it clear.
yeah, like it looked like the studio she was in. It looked like she probably lived high, way up on top of a hill or a mountain or something, looking down at everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like living, um, being alone, looking down at everybody else as they looking up. Like, I wonder what's going on up there. You know,
It's nice.
sometimes I wish.
Also, it's like being in a shoe. You know, I was thinking about having that, doing little journals and contests on my new panel, like a little 30 day out. You know what I mean, 30 day little trial of solitary confinement. Does it take? It doesn't take. You know what I'm saying? Somebody to force you into solitary confinement, but solitary confinement, you can the mind will begin to
Oh man,
I've been locked
you
up
don't want to have
before.
a
I know what I'm
cook off,
talking about.
man. You don't want
A
to have a
cook
cook
off.
off with me, man. I'll research. I search up the most difficult recipe. I get a recipe out of Hell's Kitchen and be like, okay, if they can do it, I can too.
uh,
I'm
the
kidding.
cook off. I don't. Yeah, I don't know how to cook too well. I eat like the I eat real light, real light. I feed my cells instead of my stomach. A
What?
technique.
You gotta learn
Yeah,
that.
it's a technique.
You gotta learn how to you gotta learn to cook a few things, bro. I know they got a lot of vegan stuff out there. You just Google the recipe. Cause I didn't know how to cook too well. You know, but I remember watching my mom and my grandma was standing over their shoulders as a kid, and then I just started, you know, some years back. I was um actually a long time ago, you know, for things that I wanted to cook but really didn't know how, didn't want to mess it up. I would just Google the fundamental recipe just to know how to throw it together, and then um after that after that I will you know, after I cook it the first time or try the first time, I would know how, and it would just become natural. Like chicken Alfredo lasagna. That was it was kind of messy the first time I made it, but then when I turned around, you know, a couple of months later, I remember the recipe and most of the recipe, and I was able to throw it together naturally, you know, and put my own little magic to it, you know. But cooking's real easy. You know how like the plants can talk to you. Your food also talk to you when it's about ready to come up. Just like basically how your plants can communicate when they're ready to be harvested. You know. Hello. Oh.
I've never put it in that perspective before when it comes to eating. I mean, because I think what caused me to get so nervous about the word cooking is because cooking was like a certain cooking. Cooking is a ritual. We got to ask ourselves who taught us to cook over open fire. You know, what I mean, someone would be like, "Come on, get real. We've always been cooking over open fire." But I've been skeptical about cooking over fire, and then rather just eating something just natural that you don't have to warm up in a microwave or cook over open fire.
Mm.
It allowed me to feel better. As I noticed as I got older, you know what I mean. My uh it's they'll tell you like it's kind of like in a field of neuropathy. You know what I mean. I got long limbs. I got long extremities. My legs are long. My arms are long. My torso is long, and I noticed that once my eating habit came got away from eating over open fire, like foods that you need to eat with fire to prep it or microwaves, right? it gave me back. It gave me back the circulation that I needed in my legs, and I'm not lying to you. You know what I mean? And so I've always been skeptical about what I have to eat in regards to how I have to cook it. And so you just gave me a new way of looking at it. Perhaps you're right. Maybe cooking should be a ritual, some type of dance that you do
It's
with your
another
food.
form of
You know, this,
science. I mean, the
yeah,
way I
you
look
know,
at it, it's
this,
another form of science. It's another form of art. Sometimes like one time when I used to work at Subway a long time ago, I thought I was building the sandwiches pretty good, the um, but the owner, pulled me to the back and was like, "You're using too much food or something. We are sandwich artists. You need to make your sandwiches more neater than that or something." Oh, and then I thought about it, I was like, you know what? It is an art to making food.
a
Like
Subway. You
it's
said you
like
got it.
science. It's like science. It's a science to it. So it's like science is art and art is science. You really can't have one without the other. Almost like science and math. You really can't have one without the other. Cause
You
somehow
have to really
you're
cut
gonna have to
back.
refer to one. You're gonna have to refer to one to to complement the other. You see what I'm
Certain
saying?
certain breads, like you say, but certain breads are certain breads. All breads are not. They're dangerous. Breads are just as dangerous as GMOs. GMOs are dangerous, but there's a lot of things. I mean, a bad diet is more dangerous. Bread is just starches, and starches are binders in the body. And so it's like I know some will say, well, we can eat wheat bread. Wheat bread is still a starch.
I'm just about
When
to
as
ask
you
that.
yeah, as you wheat bread is still a starch. White bread is not only a starch, but it's also been dyed. You know, in order for it to be white. And so when you eat starches and blood, as you get older, right, you begin to feel it. It doesn't take a disease state in order for someone to say I don't feel healthy. You know what I mean? Because you can't see health. You can't see health. You can't look at somebody who is underweight and say, oh, that person is malnutritioned. And you can't look at somebody who is overweight and say that person is obese. Sometimes the thyroid tells the body, the biological clock of the body, it has to balance out according to the thyroid. When the hormones come from the thyroid and somebody says, I've done everything under the sun to gain weight, or I've done everything under the moon to lose weight, it is because the thyroid is actually causing the body to sustain that weight of that person. It's not nothing to be guilty of. And so,
Hmm.
sorry for rambling. I've been rambling all day, so I'm just
No,
going on
you
and
fine.
on.
Fine,
What I'm
brother.
saying is,
But sometimes
what I'm saying is,
people,
when you're eating, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I'm just saying like, but some people are just made to be that way though. They shouldn't feel bad for being, big or for
And
being
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
too
that's what I'm saying.
skinny.
The thought, it's just what it is. You don't have to love that. You have to love yourself for who you are.
It's
And
like
I mean, I guess the show you're in. You know what I mean? But
I've known some
today
people,
it doesn't.
right, that's
Uh huh.
105 pounds soaking wet, and they swear up and down that they fat that they got to lose weight. I'm like, where? I'm like, where? I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You lose any more weight? You lose any more weight? You're gonna be able to walk through that door without opening it. You be able to slide right through the
Right. Right.
slide right through the crack.
It can become an addiction, and that addiction can transmute into a disease. I mean, somebody who's already obviously underweight who sees himself needing to lose more weight. I'm sure we've all heard of the once it becomes a disease. The name right now just I'm short for the name right now, but yes, love yourself for who you are. You know, that's that. Remind yourself that you're not what you look like in the mirror. You're more than that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you always gotta, like you said, love yourself for who you are. Be comfortable in your body with who you are. Whether you skinny, were you too skinny, too big, too short, too tall? Cause I used to hate being so tall, but but now I've embraced it. I mean, it's like, but definitely, you definitely gotta stay true to yourself and be kind to yourself. That's the only way you can be kind to others. If you start being like bitter, stop being bitter within yourself, then there's no need to be bitter to others. You know, you just gotta, like you said, you gotta have that whoosah moment, that whoosah or dojo. Yeah, you gotta have that dojo time
He said the
within your
Husa.
whoosah within yourself.
Man, that double streaming you doing, that screen share and stuff like that, it's pretty. It's you know what I mean.
Man, I told
Pretty
you, man,
neat.
I told you when I got my computer, I was gonna do some incredible things. I didn't even know that Facebook could screen share like that, and because I would usually be doing my Science Academy with my phone and stuff, but then I forgot on the bigger format you get more options. So I was like, what, Facebook screen share? I wonder, can I stream on Facebook as well as YouTube simultaneously? And history was made. So
It
and
was.
this
It really was.
that's
It's a good
awesome because
idea.
when all of our channels grow like this and really get the truth out, it's gonna be everyday thing. Everybody gonna be knocking on the door asking us when we gonna go live.
I'm gonna start going live on Facebook like Mando, like right when I get up in the mornings. Well, I
Hmm.
say in the mornings, but it's not in the mornings. It's like at 3, 4, like I was mentioning to you. But I'm gonna go ahead and catalog it. I'm gonna start using my Facebook Live to catalog certain things that I'm doing. You know what I mean, regardless of the views or not. It allows people to look into my journals as I journalize what I do. You know what I mean? And I'm going to start on December 1st and do it the first 30 days of December just to show exactly what to expect of how I'm going to be getting down in
I remember you told
2018.
me that a few weeks ago. You said something
Yeah,
about
I
the
mentioned the
first.
water. I mentioned about the water. I was going to do with the water, but the
Yep,
sun
that's
is
what it
gone.
was.
We're in winter now, so that I'm going to save that observation or that scientific application. I'm going to wait until spring, until the sun comes
Yeah,
back.
around March or
And I got
April
other
1st.
things. I got
And,
other
and
observations. Yeah.
speaking of sun, the sun is rising. In the summertime, the sun used to rise like straight ahead from my breezeway, but now at the same time that it used to rise, at now, it's over to it's way over to the right. And like I said, and when I'm noticing later on in the day, when I notice it's really not moving in no circular orbit, almost like that map I was telling you about. It's really not. It's moving in some type of, I don't know, some type of diagonal straight line type. It's crazy. I don't know if they presented that model I told you about. Did they get a chance to present it to you? Oh, feel
No,
free
I'm
to.
here. No, I haven't. I didn't have a chance to see it. That model that you was wanting to bring to my attention from earlier. You were
Okay.
mentioning it.
Okay. Cool. 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 Well, I'll leave. I won't mention too much about because I really want them to. I would like for them to be, to have the honor to present their hard work. I don't want to really go into deep details on live. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes is fine, but I really don't want to do that on live until they actually presented themselves. But once they do, man, it's gonna be the talk within our family for real, for real. Cause you gonna see this, you gonna be like, oh, your jaw will hit the floor like mine, like, oh, like take that, globalist. We got one, but
They say how long you plan on being on right now this evening?
um, actually, we can go ahead and wrap up the class now, bro. It was good. It was good being in here or whatever. Let me see. Let me go ahead and ignore this fool. Let's see. Let's see.
Lord introduce that.
Okay. Let's go ahead and
I
drop out.
love that nigga, man. I represented that nigga to the fullest. I was that nigga's mascot.
You gotta troll on the panel.
I know. Let's go ahead and
I
leave
was
this
that nigga's
panel.
mascot. I represented that nigga more than he.
And I'm going to leave the conversation. Give me a second, real quick. Well, everybody, it seems it seems that everything has been cut short. But it's cool though. Let me go ahead, cut my camera on. But yeah, everything good though, you know. Like I said, unfortunately I gotta end this live stream. Thank y'all for joining. And let me go ahead and get this set up real quick. You see how quick that troll just popped up in there? Like get a life, dude. And you're not finna come to my channel with that nonsense. You're not. You are not. So, be kind to each other. Stay true to yourselves. Stay flat. Keep it flat. Class dismissed.